Anxiety can feel like this big scary thing that controls your life. But the good news is it doesn't have to. Hello everyone, welcome back to my channel. If you're here, you're probably looking for ways to deal with your anxiety. I have dealt with anxiety so many times in my life. Every time I overcome it, I learn something new about myself and I become more prepared in a better way. And when I was anxious, I tried to Google it to identify how to deal with it. I was shocked to see how so many generic advices floated around in the internet, which didn't help me so much. So today I'm going to share with you all that helped me to overcome anxiety so that you don't have to suffer like me. These real, practical and lifestyle changes worked for me, no fluff, just actionable advice. A quick disclaimer, I'm not a medical professional, a doctor or a psychiatrist. What I'm sharing in this video is purely based on my experience. If you continue to see the symptoms of clinical anxiety, I highly recommend you to consult a medical professional. So let's begin. As usual, I have divided this video into chapters so that it's easy for you to watch. Chapter 1, my story. Ever since I moved into a new school when I was 10 years old, I have felt that unexplained fear of everything. Fear of change, new environment, new people. I tried so hard to fit in, but whenever I took the step forward, I became anxious. I had sleepless nights. I was shivering from top to bottom. Even if I was prepared for an exam, I felt anxious. While my friend next to me, she used to be chill without even preparing for the exam. Despite all those fears, there were multiple times I walked through the fear and came out with success. It wasn't that serious until a few years back when I started to work from home. Suddenly one day my face started to pain and my jaws were clenched. I couldn't talk so much because if I talk, my face started to pain. I tried to find the reason for it, but I couldn't find the proper details. Initially, I assumed that it was overworking as I was working for nearly 12 hours a day. But even when I slowed down, I couldn't see any difference in the anxiety I faced. Apparently, I found out this type of anxiety is called as facial anxiety. I tried all the advice on the internet like meditating, eating well, sleeping well, resting well, slowing down, and even taking a break from work. Nothing worked. Somewhere in an article that I found out heat could influence your anxiety, and when it happened, it was peak summer in South India. So I guess that was the major reason. From there, I started to focus on cooling down my body. Like taking a night shower, keeping my feet in a cold tub, and not working during afternoons where the sun is at its peak. I slowly started to feel the relief. Interestingly, the next time I got anxious was during winter. Obviously, South Indian winters aren't that cold, so it has nothing to do with winter. I faced similar symptoms but with severe intensity. I tried explaining to my parents, but since they don't understand mental health, they asked me only to rest well. It didn't work for months. I couldn't figure out what the hell was happening with me. And I wasn't in a place where I could afford medical help like a psychiatrist to understand my situation. Trying to find the reason was so frustrating. I was doing so well in my career. Everything was going so good in my family. But genuinely, I couldn't be happier. I couldn't exactly find out what was going wrong. That's when my friend who understands mental health asked me to journal and gave me a shadow work prompt. I started writing for pages to pages non-stop. It brought back all the instances that were nearly 15 years back that were traumatic, which I almost forgot for years. This helped me to unravel the deepest rooted emotions that were waiting for release. I still can't believe how so much stuff years back could come back at you and still bother you if you fail to recognize and work on it. Slowly and steadily, I started to notice the difference in me and I came back to my normal life. Chapter 2, the awareness. You need to be aware of the feeling of anxiety. If you keep ignoring that feeling, it will come back to you with severe intensity. So check with yourself about the symptoms you are facing, like difficulty in breathing, an increased heart rate, sleeplessness, some sort of constant pain in your body, feeling tired all the time even after having a good sleep. More importantly, a constant unknown fear or anger. Only when you identify with these symptoms you can call it as anxiety, else it's a normal degree of fear. Usually, anxiety is either caused due to extreme fear or anger suppressed for a long time that you didn't pay attention to. Even consult a doctor if these symptoms persist. Chapter 3, the mindset shifts. Let's start with the root of the anxiety, which is your mindset. Mindset shift number 1, accept and don't resist. The minute you figure out you have anxiety, you will be in the mode of finding what's the reason for it. This creates more confusion and consumes the little energy you are left with. Even you start to judge yourself for being anxious.
Why am I feeling anxious when everything is going well in my life.
Instead, start to acknowledge it. You don't have to find the reason and overcome it immediately, cause slowly in this process, you will get rid of anxiety. Mindset shift number 2, stop feeding your thoughts. An anxious person has such an overthinking mind. So even if you face a little issue, your mind starts to overthink. Before you even realize, you are in the chain of thoughts that's creating more anxiety. Instead of engaging with these thoughts, ask yourself, is this true? What's the worst could happen even if this comes true? Often the answers are less scary than you actually imagine. And I'm sure you got the potential to deal with those consequences. For example, if you have already studied for the exam, practically there is no way for failing. So creating such bad scenario and ruminating on those thoughts will create more fear and shift your focus towards it, instead of remembering the answers during the exam. Mindset shift number 3, say no to people pleasing. The school I used to go before celebrated me, recognized my talents, and appreciated my achievements. I had an amazing group of friends. I was a topper and I was loved by everyone. When I was put into a new school, my world changed completely upside down. Suddenly, no one recognized me in the school. Everyone started to treat me like an average person and I blended in the crowd. So I had this constant urge to prove myself, show my worth, fit into the school and people please to make friends, which severely damaged my self-perception. If I failed to meet this unrealistic expectation I set for myself, I started to become anxious. This was the root cause I found out after that intense shadow work journaling. Right now, I'm trying my best to heal from people pleasing because I found out this trait is affecting all areas of my life. It's not as easy as I explained now, but with every conscious effort, you could definitely overcome it. Becoming your confident version is the solution to stop people pleasing. People pleasing is altogether a different topic which we can discuss later. Mindset shift number 4, focus on the present. An anxious person usually lives in the past or in the future. When you're aware of your anxiety, try to figure out what's bothering you so much, the past or the future. The past is all done. No matter how much you think about it, you can't change it. But with the future, you have all the power in the present to make it as beautiful as you want. Just like how Dr. Jahangir in Dear Zindagi said, using your past to blackmail your future is a complete waste of time. Only your present can shape your future. So ruminating on those past mistakes at 3 a.m. is not going to help you change your future or even your present. Anxiety thrives on those negative what if scenarios, which 95% of the time can't happen. So the minute you feel anxious, try to bring your awareness to the present. For example, when I feel anxious, I start to use all my senses. The warmth in my seat, the air I'm breathing, the smell of my environment, the taste of my food, and the sight of my view. Chapter 4, the practical guide to overcome anxiety. I know that doing something new is so intimidating, especially when you're anxious, but try to incorporate these habits in your life one by one to see the actual difference, because this helped me to overcome my anxiety. Also follow the habits in the same order I'm going to share with you for better results. Habit 1, understanding your triggers. You might feel anxious for different reasons. I might feel anxious for different reasons. In order to overcome it, you need to first understand what's causing you the anxiety. What are your triggers? It could be a loud, jarring music, eating junk food, or rushing to work as soon as you get up. Create an anxiety relief kit. List down all the things that are going to help you overcome anxiety and a list of all the things that's triggering your anxiety. So the next time you feel anxious, you know exactly what to do to calm down. Habit number 2, shadow work journaling. Shadow work journaling is a self-reflective practice where you explore and address the hidden, suppressed, or less desirable parts of yourself, which you can call your shadow. These are the aspects of your personality, emotions, or beliefs that you have repressed due to societal conditioning, personal fears, or trauma. Through guided prompts, shadow work journaling helps you bring those unconscious elements into consciousness. So if you remember at the start of the video, I mentioned that my friend gave me a shadow work prompt which helped me to understand the triggers of my anxiety. So here it is. Who or what are you angry or afraid of? Use the shadow work prompt to discover your suppressed emotions. Take out your journal, write this journal prompt out, and pour in all that is coming in your mind. When you start to do this journaling, don't expect yourself to see results immediately or find answers immediately. Instead, focus on pouring all that is coming into your mind because eventually you will find the answers. It's not guaranteed that you will know the reason for your anxiety at the first page itself. So keep going. Habit 3, meditation. People do recommend meditation, especially when you are anxious, to calm you down. But it doesn't work in all cases. When I started to feel extremely anxious, meditation didn't work. This is because when you're fearful, the minute you sit down to meditate is like running in the opposite direction and instead of facing it. You need to sit with your emotion to overcome it. Many times you realize that your anger disappears when you face it and let it go rather than suppressing it. The same thing applies to anxiety. When you feel anxious, don't start to meditate immediately. Your mind is probably racing with so many thoughts. Let it out first by journaling and then try to meditate, especially if you're facing morning anxiety. This combination works incredible. I have linked few guided meditation that help me to overcome anxiety in the description box below. So feel free to check it out and listen in a silent environment after journaling. I'm sure it will help you better. Habit number 4, daily affirmations. Affirmations are the best habit when it comes to changing your self-perception. In this case, overcoming your fear or anger. You might feel as if you're blurting out fake statements. But remember, we believe what we say to ourselves. And affirmations work the best to change your negative beliefs into positive ones. Write down all your anxiety causing fears on one side and write the positive mindset shift to them on the other side. For example, if your fear is nothing is working in my favor, then shift it to everything is working in my best interest. This might sound counterintuitive at first, but imagine yourself as a child and try to say this in front of a mirror looking at your face. You won't feel like repeating negative affirmations to your child version. Habit number 5, visualize the positive outcomes. All through your life, you have been imagining the worst outcomes of each scenario. For a change, start imagining the best case scenario, like getting good grades in exams, landing the dream job, earning that increment you have always been working towards, traveling to your dream destination, or even sleeping peacefully without anxiety. Get into the details of how you feel in the moment, who are the people with you, what sounds you hear, what your environment smells, and how you feel in your heart. This cheers you and even trains your mind to start expecting positive outcomes in life. Slowly, when you start practicing repeating daily affirmations, you are changing from an anxious person to a secure and confident person. Habit 6, let's deal with it mindset. Eventually, over time, when you start following these habits, you will build up enough evidence to overcome anxiety. This will give you the confidence to deal with anything that happened in your life. I'm sure you have overcome certain situations that you feel like you won't get out of it at all. But here you are, you already did it. Likewise, your fear. Fear exists because it's the obstacle you need to get over to unlock the best version of you at the other end. When I had stage fear, I faced it to unlock the version of me who speaks confidently in stage and even in front of the camera. When I was fearing to speak up, I still did it and felt so good about it for standing up for myself. Likewise, see fear as a compass that guides you on the path to unravel your best version. And I'm not talking about any life-threatening fears here. Chapter 5, daily affirmations. Here are a few affirmations that can help you overcome anxiety confidently. I'm in control of my thoughts. I have got the power and discipline to choose what I focus my attention on. I'm safe and nothing bad will happen to me. I attract positive experiences, people, and opportunities into my life. Everything works in my best interest. I'm free of all worries and stress. I let go of needing to know all the answers. I deserve the best life has to offer and I accept it now. I trust that I'm always supported. I'm at peace with all that happened and all that will happen. Chapter 6, your homework. As usual, I don't want you to get out of this video without just watching it. I want you to take action to overcome your anxiety today. Homework task number 1, shadow work on the journal prompt. Who or what are you angry or afraid of? Homework task number 2, create your anxiety relief kit. Find out what are your triggers, what's helping you overcome anxiety, and what's triggering your anxiety. Accordingly, include those in your daily life. Homework task number 3, listen to the guided meditation that I have recommended in the description box below. Homework task number 4, repeat the affirmations every day in front of the mirror. Homework task number 5, take one step at a time. Don't overpush yourself with too many goals. with too many things, especially this new year. Focus on one goal, work for a few hours, rest well, do things that genuinely brings happiness to you. And that's it. With that, we have come to the end of the video. Complete your homework and I'm sure you will overcome anxiety. Make sure to like this video and subscribe to this channel so that we can explore self-growth together in 2025.